Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host today, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you back to Alice Madness Returns. We've been fighting the whole entire wasp army, all to make our way up the mountain to go and see our caterpillar, but I think it's time for us to put an end to this, and finally slay whoever is in charge of this wasp army, and go see our friend Caterpillar, and see what kind of useless riddle he's going to give us this time. Elder?
A bridge will complete the path, but this substance has blocked the way. Can you help us to remove it?
Sure.
I believe I've got the proper tool.
At the top of the mountain, you will find the entrance to the next sacred cave.
Huh. Fair enough. Well, I mean, hi there. There we go. Oh, wow, you're still alive. I thought you died to the kettle. I heard a pig. Pig is beyond the wall. Okay, you're apparently praising me as a hero for killing all the things. Cool. Hey, guys!
Our benefactor!
You're
Yes.
free, my friends.
Let me through so I can find the snout. Ah, there you are, piggy. Well, I guess I need to actually jump up here then, probably. Hello! Boom! And we get some teeth. I'm discovering snouts aren't all that important. They can occasionally give good important stuff, but generally, they just give teeth. Alright, well, let's see what we got. Flying ruins, a chain pull, and other things. Hello there! Heck off. It'd not be nice if when I tell you to change targets, you actually could! I hate this game. This game's auto-targeting sucks. Like, actually sucks. You know, you can, stop summoning them. They don't have to be infinite. Nothing in this game has been infinite thus far. Thus, there is nothing to indicate to me that this is infinite spawning. And there is no reason I can't just keep going bang, bang on them all. And it turns out one kettle just one-shots them as well, which I didn't realize. So, are they actually just infinite spawning? It feels like they are. So you have infinite spawning enemies, and on top of that, moving platforms. Can I ask you to explain the logic of that for me, please? Right, I pulled the lever. That sends that gushing up, which does it to a few other things as well. I then take fuck tons of damage because cutscene doesn't pause a thing. I can't believe they chose this to be the time where they suddenly add infinite spawning enemies. Like, how awkward and annoying is that? There's never been a single indicator for infinite spawning enemies. Either way, what lies down the hole? Simple. A memory and a shadow.
Flush the unpleasant from your mind, Alice.
Okay.
Reject the painful as you would the repulsive and depraved. Forgetting is an act.
It really is. It really is. I like how I can just one-shot the flying things with... what am I call it? The kettle. I like this kettle. I really like this kettle. Right, we smash that open and what happens? We summon a mushroom by smashing a wall. Oh! Because we just rescued someone. Fair enough. This is one tall tree. And that there is a new area. I've definitely missed a snail shell room. I've definitely missed a snail shell room. What do you got to
The
say?
grateful most often confer benefit to the source of their gratitude.
Right. What else you got to say?
Freedom is so precious to some that they pay for it with their lives.
The irony of that. Well, I don't know why you're just standing there in the distance. Apparently you're a requirement. To something. Aha, I knew it. There had to be some Alice platforms around here. Very dark though, Jesus. Why are they so dark compared to normal? Right. Well, there's my memory.
When Papa grounded me, I climbed down the trellis. The tree branch makes a bridge, and it's not much of a drop. Keep our secret, Alice, or we're not sisters.
Fair enough. Man, how have I missed the snail rooms? Because we have got to be nearing the end, right? Where was the first snail room I missed, I wonder? Bottle this way. Okay, thank you. Right, here we go. We're finally nearing the end. What? Why is the Cheshire Cat's picture showing? Bring on the combat arena. And the memory. Cheshire Cat, what do you got to say?
Observe, learn, and react.
Well, that you said very, very delayed. What's behind this door? A ring pull. Why are we pulling it? It lifts up a thing. Lifts off a thing. Ha! Is that how I get the memory then? No, this here is how I get the memory. I think that is how I leave. Oh no, you're not even the memory. You're the bloody shell. Oh, you're the memory as well, but most importantly, you're this. So I got 3 out of 4 of them.
There's no time to waste. There's no time at all.
Yeah, no time, no time. Can I survive the passage of time? I'm sure I can! All I gotta do is run away! Ha 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 ha! Serpent time! Butterfly time! Butterfly time! Yep. Bye-bye, everything. I win. Simple to the point.
You've already missed the train.
Where was the third one? I think it was, like, where that arena area was that I had no idea what it was for.
Fire, Alice! Fire!
Save yourself. Wake up, Lizzie. Lizzie! Open the door.
The key, Lizzie! Unlock the door! You'll burn!
Oh. Now that's a memory she probably didn't want to relive. What does it say there? Caterpillar. Right. We're now at the end. The final stages. What did I miss? 4 bottles, 2 memories, 3 snouts, and a thing. Wow. I did awful this time. You can't dodge a fucking artillery shot in your point blank in your face. Stupid wasps. Now, if that's not a combat arena, I don't know what is. Can I shrink? No, I can't. Alright, well. This is the only place I can continue, I think, so... A bottle. We're not quite done with the level yet. Pull the chain. Pull the chain. And it gives us a lift to the button. Which I'm sure... You're gonna start breathing fire, aren't you? Fuck me. Whoop. Yeah, let me guess. Yep, you open the door. Okay. Well, let's do this the smart way then. There we go. Later, suckers! Huh. We're here again. And we have another bit of these. Wow. Is that really just how far up the mountain we are? Man, we've got ages to go, clearly. Alright, into the painting. Into the painting.
The belligerents, without true cause or purpose, abused and murdered their pacific victims, whom they hated for being different. The invaders corrupted the vivid world. The assaulted could not comprehend the merciless brutality. Still, they stayed on, trying to placate their oppressors and recover their past.
Makes sense.
The cruel interlopers attacked at intervals instead of killing them all at once. The wretched survivors suffered in perpetual fear. Is there a worse fate?
Well... Given the amount of destruction that's happening... I'm gonna guess that... I just realized... How old was Alice when you were teaching her all these things? Oh, there goes another bit of the cliff. They're really invading us in the background, aren't they? Well, there's one of our peaches, which exist for one reason or another. Are these peaches literally just... whatchamacallit? Push rock. Squish, squish, squish. I push good rock. Might as well grab the peach. It's showing us these peaches for a reason. A reason I do not know, but a reason none the same. These peaches are clearly bonus things, but I don't know to what extent they are bonuses. Right. Out we go the other side. What have we got? A triple head ruin and regular ruins. Alright. Nothing out of the ordinary then. Are they going to spawn before I fall down, or... Nope. They wait for me to enter so they can actually attack me. Oh my god, there's two of them. You know what? The tea kettle works very well. Two tea kettle shots kills a... Oh my god, I love this kettle so much. Kettle, kettle, my best friend, how you go and serve them the tea. Oh, don't show me that image. Don't show me that image. I remember what that image means. Dear God.
Once more, the shadow dragon winds along the path.
Uh-huh.
Follow the dragon alleys.
Uh-huh.
Ah, I see how it goes. Makes perfect sense, really. At
Does
least
it?
Now it does.
Does it really? One up there, one along there. Does that mean there's a... Yep. Ooh, I've never seen this. A sidewind path in one of these mini tunnels which we're meant to go along. Oh, now that's sneaky. I like that. That's a good place to hide something. Alice, if there's anything I can appreciate, it's your imagination. Taking all the statue you've been seeing and then just suddenly switching it into the insect form. Well, he looks like he's having a good time. Shame that him having a good time really leaves me with some nightmare scars. Ah, it looks like this is infinite spawning as well. Wait, it can't be. There's one of these things here. Was that it? I just needed to kill enough of them? Sad. Well, looks like I've found everything. Collect the final piece. Let's go to the puzzle. Let's see, let's see. And finally, boom. That one wasn't so bad.
The
That
gate
one I
is
did
open.
first time.
Now it appears that I can continue my ascent to the peak.
Marvelous. Right, up to the peak we go then. What else are we gonna find? Cages. Fitting. Yeah, I can see the cages. Thank you for showing me. Where? Well, hello. What do you show? Ooh. So that's the bonus way. Interesting. Well, hello there, memory.
Lovers often exchange a lock of hair to symbolize their vows. Human heart is opened by a vast assortment of keys.
Yep, that makes perfect sense.
It's not enough that they abuse and murder us. They let their spawn feed on our rotting corpses.
Well, that could just be the way they reproduce. Did you ever think about that? Yeah, die. My hammer beats your sword. We're gonna meet Caterpillar right at the very end of all this. Only for him to just get a small, tiny role in the game, and then for him to die immediately to the giant-ass train, aren't we?
You there, come close. I can recite Red Riding Hood backward. I know my
Okay.
multiplication tables, 2 11s. I have intelligence.
Really? Persuade me.
To remove the obstruction, wake the frog and empty his belly.
Wake that? What about its tongue? And the prospect of warts? Ooh. Anyway, how do you know?
Yeah.
I imagined how it was done while I was sleeping.
Huh. Goodbye. Yeah. You ain't getting me that easily.
Perhaps if I rang that gong, he'll wake up.
And perhaps if he does, he'll eat us, so... You know. We might want to have a quick look at what else is around here first. I don't see anything else I can do, so... Oh, do I actually have to climb up there? No? Kettle? No. I have to do something else. Oh, hello there. A bottle. Not many of those left. Just pull the chain. And... gone. Well, that's definitely one way through everywhere. Isn't it? Look at the frog. It looks so big and happy now. Who's a big, happy, chilly frog? Right. Which just takes us to the next place. Well, there's teeth over that way, meaning this isn't going to end the level. Hello, bottle. Hello, statue. Hello, teeth. I'm missing 1 memory, 2 snouts, and a snail. Hopefully, the snail and the snouts, the snail and the memory are nearby. Oh, well, hello there. I almost missed you. Now, wouldn't it have been especially annoying if I had missed you? Ha 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 ha! Well, now we are going through one of these mini-game levels. Oh, goody. I somehow feel there might not be any peaches in this level. Oh boy, that's a big one. I love how I miss the big one, but I get owned by the tiny one. Come again. That one was nowhere near me. That you can positively fuck off. Right, and there we are at the end.
You never cease to amaze.
Thank you, I'm sure I don't. And now give me my extra heart. Marvelous. Glorious, marvelous, and all in between. So, now we just hope that the memory I'm missing is nearby. Although I somehow have my doubts, although there's a keyhole right there, apparently. Huh. One kettle also breaks the whatchamacallit. So, keyhole down there. I think you're telling me. Okay. Keyhole in the hole, then. Where, though? Ah, right there, so I can continue onwards. That's not the same thing, game.
Only the savage regard the endurance of pain as the measure of worth.
Yeah, that does tend to actually be something more within the savage society, in the more barbaric civilizations. So Caterpillar is right up there, meaning we're near the end. Intriguing. Intriguing. Come on, sneeze! Good little piggy. Good little piggy. Right. I imagine that is my last memory then, considering it leads to a hidden wall. So... come on, you! Mr. Dynamo Man! Mr. Big Leader Wasp! Time to die! There we go. You open the door for me, thank you, but no thank you. I wish to see what's up here first. Well, there's a memory. Like I said, thank you.
Regrettably, the creature has to die for its image to be properly captured. The subjects of art often suffer.
Sure, why not? Right. We have all our memories. We have all our snails. We have all the bottles by my... I'm shocked I got all of that. But we missed one snout. Who cares? Why is there another one?
A rescued seeker on private business arrived in the misery-infested land. She, despite ignorance, uncertainty, and unhappiness in her own life, could not endure to see them suffering. She began to fight against the savage murderers, abusers, defilers without quite knowing why or for whose sake she truly fought, or how the struggle would end.
Huh. Okay. Push the rock. Kill. 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 Huh. Well, there's a peach over there. You're not gonna just shove that in my face and not expect me to try and get it. See? Glory to me. Wait, so these peaches were literally just bonus crap, considering I now have everything. Sorry, wrong approach. Alright, you want to be like this? I did the exact same thing again. We're not even meant to jump, we're just meant to move to the sides. Okay, fine, whatever you say, game. And here we go, the end. Have we finally met Caterpillar? We've been on quite the journey today. We're basically at the top of the mountain now, after all. And it doesn't look very healthy around here. Everything's gone black and white and red. Can't forget the red. The red is important. Mostly because it's the color of blood. Well, let me guess who's at the top of that. Well... Great Caterpillar. Why are you a statue?
I've come all this way to find a simulacrum.
If I had the time, I'd detail how often you prefer dealing with illusions rather than the real thing. Problems you refuse to deal with don't exist. You deny reality.
That's not right. I know what's real.
Do you?
No? Then you allow others to tell you what isn't real. Now, come inside.
Ah. Oh, he's a cocoon. So he's slowly turning into a butterfly. Fair enough
My
to
memories
him.
are shattered. This wicked train has ruined nearly all I can recall. And Wonderland will perish completely as I lose my mind. So much has changed. I can't help Wonderland if I can't help myself.
Much
True.
has changed, but you got it backwards. Save Wonderland and you may save yourself. The carpenter was onto something, but he was hiding from the real. Your goal is to accept it.
Where should I go then? What should I do?
The Queen must be served, Alice. The
Queen?
Queen, in all her guises, must always be served.
The Queen? Like the Queen of Hearts?
How can she stem this growing corruption or assist my search? What does she know that I don't?
She is someone you once knew and loved. Time changes us all.
Not all change is good.
Remember that when you find the Queen.
Huh.
Time changes us all.
Ha. So no train this time. Interesting.
Oi, you there. That's enough of that. Coming a regular this, Nick Alice. What's this time, Fred?
Howling outside the old lady, muttering about a murder in Threadneedle Street, cursing insects on the National Railroad. Had to bring her in, didn't I?
Shut, menace to herself. But no danger to others, surely. She don't belong in jail.
Too true, but where then does she belong?
Let's walk her out, Fred. Send her back to Dr. Bambi. He raised holy hell last time I kept her overnight.
Oh, what happened?
Same night Jack Splatter, that waste of mother's love, was nabbed for gutting that heavy outside a mermaid. Yeah, I was taking Alice down and we meet two coppers walking Jack to the cells. He's mad than the usual I never. Wrong bloke nonsense when he sees Alice. That's the bitch what done it, he yells. She screams, you miserable cur, you leech, you maggot, living off another's labour, etc., etc. I'm admiring her line of inquiry, but suddenly she hits her head or something and faints. Couldn't send her home, could I?
Under that
And
circumstance,
Dr.
no.
Bambi pitched a fit.
Said he'd have me jobbing me arse on a plate. Told him he could have the former. Leave the latter alone, thank you very much. Good night, Alice. You know the way out.
I like how the police are actually not against Alice, so to say. They're just doing their jobs. I like that. I like that. Well, everyone, that's better. I've got my voice back. I'm gonna leave this recording here, so join me next time as we discover, well, what's going on next in Wonderland and how the Queen of Hearts can possibly help us. But, everyone, I'm afraid that until that time, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.